soldiers patrolling the streets. Horrifying scenes of death now routine. A president whose full frontal attack on drug traffickers is not stopping the flow of drugs across the border. A reality synonymous with Ciudad Juarez and a growing number of Mexican cities. 5 years ago, the goal was to cripple Mexico's drug cartels. Now, more and more, the focus seems to have turned to significantly reducing the daily escalating violence. The bloodshed that even has some Mexicans for the first time openly suggesting that it's time for a policy of coexistence rather than confrontation. At this Ciudad Juarez market, we find wreaths bearing the face of Jesus Malverde, the patron saint of drug traffickers, along with statuettes of Saint Death. But even here, business is bad, says one vendor, because of the crackdown on drug cartels.
The violence is affecting the economy. We have to look for an accommodation to find some middle ground.
The notion of any deal is dismissed at City Hall, where we spoke to the mayor from the opposition PRI party.
You don't pack with organized crime. You don't negotiate with violators. You don't negotiate with kidnappers.
Mexico City's mayor, a likely presidential candidate for the leftist PRD party, believes the only way to combat the cartels is by giving poor Mexicans who make up their armies other options.
If you have easy money on one hand, on the other hand, you don't have opportunities for the people, so the drug dealers are growing faster than your economy.
But dramatically reducing poverty will take time. And meanwhile, some leading voices say openly it's time to turn the clock back for the sake of peace.
There was a tacit quid pro quo. The drugs come from the south and from some parts of Mexico and go to the United States. As long as the cartels didn't mess too much with Mexico, the governments more or less let things go through.
Okay, so you're saying let's go back to peaceful coexistence.
Isn't that what the United States is doing in Afghanistan with the poppy growers?
All of Mexico's political parties have signaled that the ultimate solution may be to legalize drugs. But they know that won't work unless every country signs on. For now, whether to stay the current course will be the decision of Mexico's next president. Lucia, Newman, Al Jazeera, Ciudad Juarez.